Hey, welcome to my review and discuss on uh, not one, not two, but three uh, uh, good episode. Well, actually, not good, but three episode this from season 7 of MLP. Now, I started to watch the 3 episodes so far, and hopefully I'm definitely going to try to make some discussions about each and every single episode within a review as well. So hopefully the very first episode it came out in April 15th that we just watched. It was Celestial Advice. And I would definitely say this. I would say it was I would say it was pretty good. Yeah, I thought the storyline was absolutely well written. And not to mention that Discord there itself has a bit of few hilarious and sometimes it's almost serious kind of a way. But so far, he just loves to joke around for a bit, or sometimes he's like, "Oh man, I wish Starlight could have come with me. We could have been roommates." Also, if I'm sorry if I didn't actually like usually have something like in the opening, like just a bit of like a warning kind of a deal. Like if you actually have not seen like any of the episodes whatsoever, for feel free to watch the 3 new episodes. So it's possibly on YouTube or possibly on Netflix. Yes, I'm not sure if season seven's both 1, 2, and 3 has probably come out on Netflix yet. But feel free to watch those 3 episodes. It's on YouTube, and hopefully let me know of what you totally think of it. Down in the comment section below. All right, I'm not set, but episode 1, Celestial Advice, was a pretty much a very good episode. So to be honest, this it was it was definitely good. Yeah, I wouldn't call it worse or meh for like the very first episode though. But let's just say there was a very good lesson to episode 1, that there was like a decision going on where Twilight started to ask Celestia, about what she was planning to do with Starlight Glimmer. I mean, she definitely he passed all of her friendship tests and stuff, but then when you finish all that, but there's one thing that most people are kind of surprised about this particular episode. When Twilight just told Celestia that even that she was a student to her, that she passed all of her tests, and all of a sudden she realizes that she needs to send Starlight Glimmer away. And this is a big one because so far not Starlight, but Twilight, Sparkle, ugh, really had to make a decision. So where not if Starlight really wants to stay, or should she move on? And apparently, with Celestial Advice, apparently this is by far like a great episode because we get to see Princess Celestia this point of view with some of her problems and her decision making on whether or not if he wants Twilight to stay in Canada a lot or possibly move to a different location. And so far, she was absolutely kind of read for Twilight that she doesn't know what to do. But I can definitely say this it was a really tough decision to make. But when we come to the next this part in the first episode, so Starlight Glimmer was kind of surprised that Twilight, he says, is that this is not only like a heroic party for Starlight, Trixie, Thorax, and Discord itself, but so far it was also like a bit of a graduation for Starlight here. And I'm like, so wait, man, this is also so you're congratulating all four of them, but you also want to include for Starlight's graduation. What the heck? But so far, in the end, Starlight definitely said that she doesn't want to go because she really enjoys being Twilight's teacher, and that she really enjoyed being around with some ponies that she truly and really enjoyed a lot. So, with that in mind, the first episode was really good, and so far I gave on the score of 1 to 10, I had to come up with a good score for the first episode of season 7 of MLP, and I gave it like an 8.5 because there were some things in the episode that I didn't like, but the rest of it was all pretty good. Even with Celestia talking about, even when Princess Celestia talks about her feelings, that she was kind of getting war, what she was probably going to do with Twilight Sparkle. It's either staying in Canterla or does she needs to go to another place. That's just absolutely unbelievable incident. Now we come to the next episode called All Bottle Up. And I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys. I mean, let's face it. All Bottle Up for the second episode of the season 7 in My Little Pony. It's bad. Like not worse bad, but just bad. And it's not bad good either. It's just absolutely bad. I mean, so for there's like a couple of things that I didn't like in that particular episode. One is that Trixie was being a little bit of a show off, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but this is like my honest opinion onto this episode. Trixie just being showing off, and not to mention that Starlight Glimmer gets really ticked off about Trixie here that she literally ruined when her perfectly good cupcake, tea cupcake, excuse me, trying to give it to Twilight and her friends. It's before they had to go to another place, but unfortunately, Trixie had a much better idea to help Starlight Glimmer out, and all of a sudden she gave her pretzels. Seriously? Pretzels? You gotta be kidding me. They could at least, Trixie, seriously, you could at least give something. You need to have a lot more than just pretzels to give it to the main 6 before they leave. I mean, that was just absolutely stupid. But I mean, I don't know how or why exactly, but that was just absolutely stupid. Then next thing you know, we come to the next part of it, which is teleportation. Which in this case, Starlight Glimmer doesn't really want to do, and try to tell Trixie that that might be a little bit too big of a job here, and I agree. Hey, teleportation, it takes a lot, takes like a lot of hard work to do it. But then Trixie was like, "No, no, no, no! I don't want to try little stuff. I can handle some big stuff." And all of a sudden, what happens next? Apparently, thank goodness for Spike, it being a clever dragon that he is. So far, he tried really hard to wait for all of this danger that's of what's gonna happen next. Then all of a sudden, what happens next is Trixie being unforgiven whatsoever, or something like that. I don't know, but but instead of making like an apple disappear with with Starlight, it actually put the apple on the table. Trixie, he literally made the table vanish. This and all of a sudden, then Starlight has no idea of where that table has gone off to. And then next thing you know, Starlight also did not realize that the red smoke and lightning coming out of her horn wasn't in fact a lot of anger that she had. There were some scenes that were somewhat funny into it. That Starlight's me is getting a little bit droopy, and she started to talk really slow. Me, kind of sad and depressed. While Trixie is like, Starlight, are you okay? You seem a little, no, oh, how should I put this? Lip yak yak. And I'm like, what? Can you repeat that again? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, I can definitely say this right off the bat here. You know, it didn't took too long because Trixie here literally both of Starlight and Trixie were having this argument, and all of a sudden, what happens next? The ball came out of the bag with all that hatred, thunder, and lightning inside that bottle. There. Then all of a sudden, the bottle breaks, and that smoke really consumes not one, not two, but three ponies all at once. You got Granny Smith, bulk biceps, and not to mention a new pony that unfortunately will never know about. But unfortunately, what that happens to that, all three ponies are staring at not Starlight. Sorry, maybe if he keeps screwing up, but anyways, all three ponies are staring at Trixie here, and all of a sudden, then that puff of smoke that Starlight's hate was all about, well, it started to come through three of the ponies' mouths and starts yelling at Trixie. See on it. But then we go to the next scene where the main six are having like a nice scavenger, sort of like a puzzle thing routine. But unfortunately, due to like the whole singing and dancing part, and unfortunately, they didn't quite beat the Griffin record. But I absolutely enjoyed the guy inside of the box saying like, maybe you could. Maybe if you could have done it more quickly without the whole singing and dancing kind of a thing. And I kind of agree on that one too. But let's face it, this is like the first time we ever have a very first time song in season 7. I mean, so far the only thing wrong with some of the episodes was that back in 2010 in October 10th, in the 10th of October in 2010, during with the first two episodes of Friendship is Magic, we don't usually hear two songs or any songs in the very first two episodes. This is way back in season 1, episode 1 and 2, with the whole Friendship is Magic. Crazy, isn't it? So, with that in mind, All Balled Up might have some pretty good lessons, but let's face it, it was absolutely a bad episode. So, the only thing I have problem with was Trixie just not even try to listen to what Starlight's got to say. And Starlight was a little bit kind of concerned and a little bit worried. Read that if Trixie knows what she's kind of feeling right now, then she'll probably lose her only friend that he has. Well, I can definitely say this, Starlight. It doesn't matter if you had to hold that you're inside yet, but you just need to let it go for a bit, because for everybody in life need to let go of their anger, so that way they just wanted to get off of their chest. It happens to a lot of people all around the world. Sometimes we get stressed over something, but sometimes we just need to get it off of our chest and then just try to calm down. That's all. So, for episode 2 of All Ball Up of season 7 in MLP, it being a very bad episode of it, I gave the score 1.5 out of 10 for that. Because I feel like that episode itself, it made Trixie's character a little bit too forced. And not to mention, it made the other characters feel a little bit kind of weak. And Trixie was a little bit, just the Trixie character was a little bit too forced on the episode itself. That's all I'm trying to say here right now. Because for nobody wants to have their beloved characters in the show to be absolutely forced and probably be disliked. I mean, that's not how most of these characters work. Well, now we come to episode 3. The one with Flurry Heart to it. And, oh boy. I can tell you what, episode 3 with Flurry Heart to it, and being the favorite aunt here. This one is a bit of a meh. I mean, so far there were a couple of mix of good and bad things to it, but not sure if I really like this episode, nor do I really hate it a lot. But so far, this is just a maybe for this episode itself, for episode 3. And let's face it, it's tough to have nephews or even nieces nowadays. I mean, you have to really have to be careful with them, because if you don't try to be careful with some of your nephews or nieces, then they'll start crying and you won't be able to talk to them. And I can definitely say this. And I can definitely say this. I don't blame Twilight for this, but it's tough to be a responsible aunt that she is. And I should know, because so far I have at least four nephews, as an uncle. Oh, and I try to be really responsible, for my nephews here and there. But not only that, it's also the parents' responsibility as well too, because for sometimes parents when they have kids, they're gonna have a lot of responsibilities for taking care of kids. But not only that, once you look back at episode one with Celestial Advice, there comes a time when you have to make a very rough decision to make. Where it is staying in one place so that way you can be with your friends and family, or you're possibly move to another place and try to go from there. And believe me, because so far there's a lot of time is that people in life they will have to make a lot of decisions to make. Where they should stay home to be with their family and friends, or possibly move to another place and start looking for a job to work and raise enough money. Who knows? But I can tell you what, episode 3 was a definite maybe be part. I wouldn't call it a good episode, nor the worst of it, as he totally explained it. But let's just say that I give the episode 3 a 5 out of 10, for that. Just on the maybe side. But episode 1 was just absolutely a phenomenal job with Celestia as part of just telling how she feels. It's about making decisions in life. And I'll tell you, what? It's not that easy. See, to make decisions while being responsible in life, It's just not that easy. I'll tell you, what you guys, those are my discussion and review on season 7's episode 1, 2, and 3. So I'm hoping to see what some of your thoughts on some of these episodes here and there. There, okay? Who knows? Knows? But I can. So yeah. So far, I wanted to hear some of your thoughts on those 3 particular episodes. Do you think that the episode? Do you think that the 3 episode? Do you think that one of the? Well, hold on a second. Let me try this again, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm kind of stuttering for a bit here and there, but so far, out of those 3 episodes that I mentioned to you guys, um, so far, which episode do you like best, and which one of them do you and which one of them do you don't like? Like so far, I just wanted to hear your thoughts and stuff. That's all. Uh, in case if anybody is truly want to know, like, which episode do you probably like or dislike? It's like here and there, okay? Anyways, I'm probably gonna have to wrap things up for a bit, so I'm really and terribly sorry that I didn't have like enough time to like possibly invite anybody onto the stream here, so that way we can probably discuss this about some of the episodes here and there. But who knows? Who knows? But hopefully, maybe some other time I'll probably invite a couple of people. Well, like possibly during the weekend, or who knows? Who knows? Okay, just who knows? Anyways, I am Ken Vincent. Follow your dreams and just have a wonderful day, everybody. See you later, and goodbye.